Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome to the Drakish 2000 channel. I am so glad to have you. This is part 2, the Outer Worlds, of our first impressions with the game. Don't forget that you matter and that you deserve to be loved. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and go watch that. And if you like this series, let me know by hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, so that I know that you guys want to continue this. I am primarily a Twitch streamer over at twitch.tv/breakage2000. Join me Wednesday through Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and on Saturday and Sunday. At the moment, I'm kind of debating doing 6 p.m. streams as well, but that's to be determined by this weekend. This is being recorded on a Friday, so haven't yet done those Saturday, Sunday ones yet. Let's get back into it, though, huh? This game's pretty fun. Let's do this. Continue. We last left off with like we had like an AI ship that mistook us for this ship mistook us for their owner because we told them that their owner died. And then they're like, "Oh, well, you are now Captain Hawthorne." So there's that. Ooh.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2.
Okay, so we can repair and modify equipment here. Oh, ooh, you can add mod. That's so awesome. You can add mods. You can repair. Cost us anything to repair? Oh, weapon repair parts. Okay, so it costs us weapon repair parts. That makes sense. That checks out. Okay, go find out what else we got going on with our Questy McQuesterton. Oh, hey.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Ooh, yeah, the guards and the locals had a bit of an altercation. Lie 1. The guards accidentally brutally shot themselves while on patrol. Don't like your tone, Ernie. Number 1, yeah, the guards and the locals had a bit of an altercation.
Altercation, you say? Shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
I could use their gear. No sense in letting a good suit of armor go to waste. Yeah, I like that. Or good idea. Clean up the ship while you're at it. Don't you care that they died? No, I could use their gear.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition.
Aggressive disposition.
And, be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Hang on. I want to ask you something.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Alright. So he's like, I don't get paid to talk to you. For 320 meters. Okay. Oh, there's like a town and stuff over here. Let's go check it out. Go check it out. Do I need to reload? No. Well, now. Take all of that. Take all of that. That. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. Wonder if this is the right way to go. It might be. Yeah. Heals. That's good. Can we get these mushrooms? I don't know what they would be used for, but usually there's stuff like that in games like these.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through. My pod crashed in the hills back there. How do you know I'm not a marauder? My pod crashed back in the hills.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Dakota. Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Do they pay you to... Yeah.
I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offer me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
You rent
Renting
your
means
grave
money.
site?
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves? Why can't you collect the fees yourself? Let me ask you about something else. You're making people pay for their own graves.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Alright, I'll collect your fees
Four
for you.
workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special
He
case?
just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Ooh, this is suspect. Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay, I'll be back. Edgewater, ooh. Employment community. Spacer Choices employment community. By the way, company towns are really bad. Really bad. Look it up on in history, man. Look up company towns. They're the worst thing. Oh. Can I put my gun away? I would like to put my gun away. Doesn't look like it. What's in here? Honorary worker, Amelia.
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
Workers.
Devitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use us.
Fair enough. Well, let's go to the quest marker then. The cannery. Dude. Oh, there's nobody here. Okay, well, I'll just take this elevator if you don't mind. Oh, yes, they have elevator music in the game.
The grease monkey. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repair. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Ooh. Frying myself? Let me guess. Do you want me to do something for you before you help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise. I would have never guessed. I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame the workers for walking out. Yeah,
My
sure.
hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut off power to an entire community.
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
CNP New Manager Seminar. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that will join your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities. Learn about your companions in your companion log.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh, okay.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh, well, fine. We don't want to talk in the elevator? Fine. I don't want to talk either.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
What about the deserters? So what's the other side of it? Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as an honest soul. That's funny. She scratched her head when I scratched mine. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. Yeah.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what? Oh, excuse me. Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? I'm sure the deserters are very fine people, so what? I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't help. We'll stop by. Town's vicar.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
You've got to hurt somebody, you got to think about the right and the wrong of it. Oh, we could steal the water tablets? Ooh. Okay. I'm not gonna read this right now, but you can pause the video at this moment to read this for yourself. That's gonna take a little bit more time than I want to do at the moment. That a way? That looks like a way out. We want to talk to the town's vicar. I like doing the optional quests and stuff first. Who's this?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
What? I mean, I figured that the door to this place wouldn't be back there, but
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
too clean in here. Was this like your religious temple? Hello.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Ooh, can I actually ask him about tossball? No. Okay. Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. Yes.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off power to Adelaide's deserters. Do.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Oh, I don't have enough intelligence to do that. So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Right. Just talk to everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'm curious what this, seems to me that, now I'm curious what this book is about, like, because he doesn't want it read. Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text. You make a compelling argument. We'll go with that one.
We see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book. I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Where are we headed?
Perception. I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead, or...?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Wow. You get along well with your dad. You might not have with your mother.
Could be. Reckon I'll never know.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you
mean
about
the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, you need to fix it. It's not an ideal. Not what we live in, what we strive for. Then why do you want to talk to him? Sure.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Alright, let's get back to it. I am loving this game. I don't know about you guys watching right now. If you've ever played the game before, you know, you probably have, because I'm a little late to the party when it comes to this game, but it's pretty awesome so far. So, is that not it? Oh man. Okay, that's definitely the wrong exit. Can we go back in? We'll go on the other side of town. This should save us a lot of time getting across town. Like, oh dude, this planet's ringed. Notice. Okay. I need to get like a rifle because like my skills are in rifles and all I have is this handgun right now. Dude, I'm gonna have to explore. What?
Incoming! Down they go! Not even a scratch.
Okay, those guys were mean. Vending machines. Spacer choices, automatic sales units, vending machines. Spacer's choice armor. We don't have that many. Can we sell? Yes. Okay. How do I actually sell this? I thought I could like just left click sell. Left click's not working. Buy and sell items with additional items you've marked junk can be sold in bulk. Nope. Maybe I can't sell to. Maybe I can't sell to the Spacer's Choice vending machine. Okay. Oh, can't hack that one. Don't have enough hacking. Didn't he say that that book was like a blue book? But I mean, I can't imagine that we're already. Oh dang, we're gonna need more guns and stuff. Can I tell her to do that? No. At least I don't know how. At least I don't know how yet. Okay. No, seriously. All right. Buy. Sell. They're not. Wait, no. Can't click and drag. Can't right click. Just brings us into there. What about S? Oh, S changes that. Num. Sell junk. Right. I don't think we can sell to the vending machine. It doesn't feel like I can. At least not yet. Evicted. Dude, yeah, Edgewater is like going down. They're like evicting all these people. Oh, look, there's a volcano that's active. Kind of reminds me of, there's a volcano active in Iceland right now, actually, if you're unaware. Oof. We didn't make it very far in this playthrough. What was it? Q. Whoa, dude. Kind of hurt. Oh, I probably could have shot that. I could have shot that barrel and saved myself some time. Do we heal over time? Yes, a little bit. Okay. No, is she dead? Okay, good. She's not dead. I was like, oh crap, is she dead? Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been part 2 of... Can I give her like one of these? This has been part 2 of the Outer Worlds. Join me again. Hit that like button. Let me know if you guys want to see more. And I will continue to bring this series so long as, you know, there's some interest in it. You know, we're kind of testing it out, seeing what's going on. Join me live over on twitch.tv/breakage2000, and you can check the schedule if you'd add an additional / and put schedule in there. However, that is 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday through Sunday. I look forward to seeing you there. Until next time, remember that you matter and that you deserve to be loved, and I will see you on the next Drakish 2000 show, hopefully live. See you next time. Bye.